Chuck Fleischmann is a Republican serving Tennessee's 3rd District in the U.S. Congress. He says his colleagues across the aisle better look out in November as Americans are headed to the polls to put an end to some of the radical policies of the last 2 years. Americans want inflation lowered, affordable energy and gas, our police funded, and the border secured. Please welcome back to the show, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Congressman, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
You recently voted against the Inflation Reduction Act. Now, Congressman, you must be some kind of congressional killjoy. You voted against this bill that's going to reduce inflation and make us more economically powerful. Why did you do that?
Well, the Democrats couldn't even get the euphemism right on this one. They got the title of the bill wrong and they quickly pivoted, but what a bad bill for America. Not only is it inflationary, but Mike, can you imagine a time when the other side of the aisle, the Democratic majority, would actually champion 87,000 new IRS agents? They took 6 times the budget of the IRS, and what was worse about it, Mike, they were proud of it. I called them out on the House floor. I thought they'd try to lie their way out of it. No, they embraced it. Well, guess what? We're going to embrace that in America, and we're going to take back the House.
I mean, a lot of us were stunned that they thought that it was a good idea to put 87,000 new IRS agents and then arm them with lethal weapons. I'm wondering, what are they going to do if somebody, didn't properly report their $30 church gift? They're going to get shot or something? I mean, this is weird stuff.
It's bad stuff. It's beyond weird. I thought the Democratic Party was horrific when I went to Congress in 2011. It's far worse now. When you think of the different things, just when you think they can't get any worse, they do it. They just did it recently with this last bill that they passed. But the American people are fed up, and I trust the American people and not the American government. We're going to get it right in November. We need to take back the House, but we need to take back the Senate as well.
Well, I hope that happens. And, I know I've been pretty tough on the Democrats, but let me say in fairness, there used to be a time when Democrats, many of them were pro-life, many of them were pro-Second Amendment, many of them were conservative and fiscal. I mean, John F. Kennedy would not recognize his party today. He really was a fiscal hawk. He was strong on national defense. He believed in lower taxes. I looked, he was pro-life.
And he loved this country. And
Without
he
a
stood
doubt.
up for this country. And even Democrats in the modern era who we disagreed with, Hubert Humphrey ran against Richard Nixon, would talk about family language, family values.
Yeah.
That entire degree of rhetoric is totally gone from their party. They have gone from a center-left party to a far-left party, and they're looking at the polls. The reason they're pivoting even further left is they know they're going to have a bad November. So what they're trying to do is go further left to keep that base so that they'll at least come out, that radical left-wing base. But I think the American people are fed up with their policies, and we've got to change it.
I remember the Sam Nunns, the Scoop Jacksons. There were some really terrific Democrat members of Congress, both in the House and the Senate. And now it's AOC, it's the Squad, it's Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren. Speaking of which, she thinks this is a great idea to go out and just wipe these student loans away. But this is an expensive proposition. Where does that money come from?
Sadly, it comes from our children and our grandchildren. Mike, at a time when we are $30 trillion in debt. Now, bear in mind, when you were kind enough to endorse me when I ran for Congress quite a few years ago, thank you, sir, our national debt was $15 trillion. It's over 30 now. What we are doing is we are mortgaging the future of America, our children, our grandchildren. I saw an estimate today that this Joe Biden, in my view, an unlawful forgiveness of this $10,000, or in some cases $20,000, could cost the United States taxpayers as much as $1 trillion.
Whoa.
It's outrageous, it's wrong, and the American people need to stand up. And guess what? They are calling my office in droves saying, please, stop this, this is fundamentally wrong.
So how does a president, executive branch, get away with just unilaterally saying, I'm going to wipe out this loan? That money's not been appropriated for that.
It has not been appropriated. And really, this is where our country needs a total recalibration. I think we have to get back to the fundamentals that our great founding fathers, and they were great founding fathers, gave us in our Constitution. Checks and balances, but government within its lane. The executive branch should not have the power to do this under any administration.
Can you sue them? Can members of Congress say, hey, you don't have that power, we're suing you in federal court?
We can challenge this in court. And the other thing that I've been so upset about with President Biden is his use of the executive pen. His executive orders from day one, soon as he got sworn in, after he talked about being a president for all America, well, he's been a president for the radical left. He went back to the White House and started signing executive orders that have really eroded the greatness of our republic. That's why in 2024, we're going to get a Republican president, and we're going to X out a lot of those terrible executive orders. We've got to do it.
Well, I hope it happens, and I hope it's a president who respects the totality of the Constitution. We only have a few seconds left, but I got to ask you, you've been out in your district for the past couple of weeks talking to the people that you work for. These are your bosses out there. What do your bosses in the district over in East Tennessee, what do they tell you? What do they ask of you?
Well, Mike, the people of this nation are sovereign, okay? That's where the authority comes from the people. I've been out with the wonderful people of East Tennessee, my constituents. They're concerned about the direction of our great country. We still have a great country. We have a great republic. They're concerned about inflation. They're concerned about our moral values. They're concerned about our foreign policy. Think about the botched withdrawal that we had from Afghanistan after 20 years of really good work. I mean, Joe Biden just caved in, didn't listen to his military leaders. They're concerned about things, but I'm going to tell you this. The people of East Tennessee, and I believe the people of this country, believe in God, believe in our great Constitution, believe in the greatness of America, and we're going to get this country back in November, and then we're going to win in 2024. And let's hope and pray that we can get this country back on track, because the best years of America are yet to come. Don't listen to the Democrats. Vote Republican. Let's get it done right.
And if you guys, my fellow Republicans, get elected and you don't do it and you go up there and wimp out, I'm going to be all over your case. I promise you that, because we've got a lot on the line. Yes. So, Congressman, I have a feeling you're going to be fighting a good fight.
Thank you,
and I appreciate so much you being here. For our audience, you can keep up with Congressman Fleischmann by heading over to Huckabee.tv. We've got all the links that you can follow the Congressman on social media.